Hey guys, welcome to this episode 3 of Milk Outside Tobacco Milk Outside Tobacco Milk. We are helping her our main character to find the fireflies in the room. So let's proceed. I've spent months memorizing the location of every item in the room. That's why I can see them so clearly and vividly. You won't get it. Look at your feet. I look down and I see that a small insect is crawling towards me from my back. It's barely glowing and it can even fly. I guess this firefly is really tired. I bend down to pick it up. The firefly starts glowing brightly as soon as I touch it and then flies up. There you go, boy. Good job. After doing a victory lap around the room, it flies towards me with high speed. I shut my eyes, anticipating the firefly to enter my ear. That's exactly what happens. It gets inside, it pauses for a little while and then goes silent. This one is kinda sad. I wonder why. It doesn't matter. What matters is that it's no longer alone. Sure, let's continue searching. So what we can press? We press the radio already. Let's press this decoration here, the plant. Right, insects enjoy pollinating the flowers and stuff like that. Yeah, I guess. I get close to the flower shelf. I sniff around. The leaves smell of dust and cardboard and death. You know, those plants are long dead, right? I'm not sure a dead plant will be able to attract any insects. Well, we kinda don't have a choice here, you know. Still, you're right. Let's continue searching. Why didn't you just throw them out? Weren't you listening to me at all? Hmm. What else? Okay, this is bugged. I don't know. Hey, this is my sleeping bag. It's soft and warm. I'm sure that no living creature will be able to resist the temptation to spend a minute or two inside. They would want to dig deep into it with a couple of favorite items, close their eyes, and then, hey, did you fall asleep? Huh? I gently slap my cheeks to return myself to senses. It's already way past midnight. Usually, I would be sleeping like a log at this time, but right now I can't. Let's continue searching. Hey, maybe we'll find something inside. Nah, my thoughts don't have a future of putting to sleep. Quite the contrary, they always cause insomnia, just like tonight. What? I said, searching here is meaningless. Okay, let's try the fun then. Eh, what's funny about that? I imagine myself being a firefly that is looking straight at the giant fan, and I would be so jealous. The only thing preventing it from flying is a cage it's locked in, and the cable. It's like an inmate, if you think about it. so sad. Yeah. Let's continue searching. What else we can click? And what are those? Ah, those are the photos of my best memories. But they are blank. I stared at them so intensely that it burned with my eyes. Now they're just covering the cracks in the walls. Cracks. Forget it. Are we continuing the search or what? Okay, we are. Okay, what we checked? Things that we can check. The computer? The laptop? I look at my laptop. I haven't touched it for years, so it's covered with a layer of dust as thick as my finger. X. A bizarre item. I buried. Why? It's a long and boring story. Wonderful. Tell me about it. I insist. I don't remember how it appeared in my room. One of my parents probably brought it here because they couldn't find a better place for it. They didn't prohibit me from using it. On the other hand, they encouraged me to do so. Sure, I've spent my whole days in front of the screen. Games, drawing, engineering, calculator, 3D modeling. So much fun stuff to do. You had amusing hobbies. Yeah, I did before entering the web. Imagine this. You're a hamster that lives underground. You have everything for comfortable living. Did you imagine? As always, your analogies are spot on. Okay, I imagine. Alright, so you're a hamster that lives underground. You have everything for comfortable living, okay? Okay. Wonderful. And here's the situation. You're a hamster that lives. Okay, I got it. Do you want to talk about something else? Yeah. You will end up returning to that subject anyway. One wonderful day, someone digs you up from your hamster house and brings you to the pet store. Now you are new. New home is a cage. It's way more comfortable and warm compared to the underground. And the most important part, you have a lot of neighbors here. Their cages are identical to yours. And the other hamsters look identical to you too. That means you are all the same. Apart from the fact they were born at that shop. You will ask, what does that indicate? And I will tell you, nothing at all. I forgot what I was talking about. Gosh. Okay, let's start over. This time try to avoid the stupid hamster analogy. You know I'm not at fault here. So I had a lot of friends online, tens, hundreds of them. Impossible to count. Is it impossible though? I had exactly 317 of them. Although I guess nobody counts the exact number of hamsters when they walk into a pet shop. Hey, don't get distracted. Alright. From my 317 friends, 68 were into gaming, just like me. 130 of them like drawing, just like me. The remaining 119 were into calculators and 3 modeling equally. And when I say equally, I don't mean 59 and a half friends of each child. Alright? You can split you can split numbers evenly, no problem, but math doesn't work like that when it comes to friends. A major conundrum, right? Get to the point. I knew, of course, that no real people exist on the web. I also understood that all of my friends die the moment I turn off my laptop. But I still wasn't even a bit worried. Why? Do you know what computer programs consist of? It's just a combination of numbers. Which means my friends are also numbers. Isn't that amusing? Not really. Why do you call them your friends? I mean, everyone who shares my interest is my friend, and I don't care whether they know about my existence or not. Anyways, as I was saying, every program has its own algorithm and purpose. Its mathematical formula. And if you solve that formula, you will be able to predict the program behavior at any moment. The longer you speak, you don't need to follow me around, just listen. I sit on the floor and the laptop screen ends up right in front of me. The only thing reflected in it is my team face. A web person is just a random picture and a random study of letters. Words and actions from the web persons are just executable code. Hey, let me know if you need a break. One day someone appeared. From that point on, my laptop was always on. There's no real people on the web, but he was good at pretending. At some moment, I let him trick me. Hey, look. Huh? Suddenly, a firefly slowly crawls out of the laptop's vent grill. I reach for it. It gets on top of my palm, blinking all the all the while. I think it's trying to say something. I can see that myself. If only I knew that. Looks like a cipher. Then you want to crack it? I change my mind. I have absolutely no desire to find out what it wants to say. The firefly stops glowing for a moment after that. Then it starts glowing again, as if coming back to its senses. For some time, it thinks about the further course of actions, then flies up and dashes into my ear. Let's continue searching. And what about your story? Hmm. You must be mad at me for interrupting you. I'm sorry. If you do everything right, I will finish my story. Maybe. Do you promise? I promise. And if you forget, then remind me. Please forget it because I won't. Then remind me with a code word, for example. What code word? I will think one later. And for now, let's keep searching for fireflies. Okay, what we can click this time? The builds. It looks like the amount of builds and it makes me feel dizzy. I don't want to think about it. I don't. What's wrong? I've almost skipped my dose for today. How reckless. I could have died. Hey, calm down. You already fixed that. You will ultimately die anyway, so. Hey, calm down. You already fixed that. Yes, because you ordered me to. It's that an accusation. The things could have been much worse. Yeah. have a deep sigh, come closer, and extend my hand. Whoa, it's warm. The moment those words leave my lips, one of the bottles overturns, spills rain down from it, and along with them, a firefly. Hooray! After circling above my head a couple of times, it's finally onto my palm. The firefly rushes up my arm, and upon reaching my shoulder, crawls straight into my ear. My mind becomes a bit clearer. Finish searching. Okay. I managed to gather my thoughts, but something still worries me. On the other hand, I wasn't supposed to be happy anyway. Why not? If I lose something and then find it, it's just going back to the starting point. No changes at all, a zero sum. And happiness is always about being positive, right? You shouldn't think too much, it hurts you. I wanna sleep. How about you get some fresh air before sleeping? What do you mean? Well, go to the balcony, breathe in some air. Somehow those words trigger a panic attack in me. I subconsciously step away from the balcony. I don't think it's a good idea. Why? This might sound silly, but I feel like someone is watching me. Alright, let's stay here. There's no way somebody cares about you that much. Alright, let's stay here. Yeah. What are you going to do? What's with this silly question? I'm going to sleep, of course. Hoping that tomorrow will only come after a year or a decade. Imagining myself to be outside of my mortal shell, but at the same time still being me. Ridiculous, like milk outside of a bag of milk, and yet, you don't have to talk out loud for me to understand that you are worried about me. I know that already. I also know that our time is running short. You won't take another pill. You won't take another pill. Of course not. In fact, I won't take it tomorrow either. And the day after tomorrow. And never, ever. That's a goodbye then. No. I have one more small favor to ask. A really, really small one. What is it? I've blurted out way too much today. A lot of stuff I would want to forget forever. I don't blame you, but was really necessary. You will see tomorrow. No, I wouldn't be able to sleep like this. Fine. What's the favor? I, I nervously scratch my wrist and bite on my lower lip. Wait a minute, you are afraid to tell me? Yes. I'm also scared that something bad might happen if I tell you. I'm also scared that when something bad happens, something way worse will happen. Stop, I get it already. Still, I will leave you alone until you tell me. Bully. No, you. I crawl into my sleeping bag. The lower part of the room is very cold. I hurry to warm myself in blankets, even though the electric heater is working hard to keep me warm. I'm sad because the dreams just won't came anymore. You won't believe me if I tell you how I dealt with it at first. Of course, I will believe you. I know, it was a joke. Well, anyway, I wash my face, brush my teeth, lie down, and started imagining that I'm watching a dream. I didn't sleep at all, of course, and always look sleepy in the morning. After a week of insomnia, I started feeling weird and seeing things. Letters floating in the air, strange silhouettes that appeared in the most unexpected of places, bulging eyes with trembling, pale pupils. It was scary, you know. Then one day I almost died. I just collapsed in the middle of the room and couldn't move for a while. And the silhouettes, letters, and eyes were hanging over me and hissing. It was horrible and well deserved, I guess. It felt like I was caught on the biggest lie in the world. Yes, it felt exactly like that. After that, I stopped. But the silhouettes, letters, and eyes stayed here. I guess they like this place. The air was following in my wake, peeping at me, and I'm kinda scared of them and can't even argue with them. But today, well, I still too scared to tell me. Of course, they are still listening, you know. Use your hands. Alright. I started chaotically twirling my fingers with enthusiasm, forming complex shapes. You want me to tell you a bedtime story? Shh. And I was trying so hard here, don't you get it? They will hear you. Relax, nobody can hear you. So what do you say? I would be happy to, but I have no idea how to tell them. Oh, it's incredibly easy. Just talk about something without stopping. Sounds silly, but it's not, and meaningless. You don't know what you're talking about. I know enough to realize that we will just end up wasting time. Let's focus on something actually important. Boring. Fine. Close your eyes. You won't get it. You are not even trying. I wake up on a wooden bench. In front of me lies a narrow, dimly light alley, an awfully familiar road. Where couldn't I have seen it? Finally, I hear a voice coming from the side. I turn around and see a boy with a weird expression on his face. You're late. Who are you? The boy blinks in bewilderment. Sorry guys, there's a lot of English words that are new for me in this game, and it's a bit difficult to read, but man, what a nice English. How deep is the vocabulary. I really love it. We are not going anywhere like this. Try again. Then he takes a very deep breath. You are late. I stare at him confused. He stares back, also confused. Sorry? The boy nods, satisfied. See? Much better. Do you have a name? My name is Triska. I give the brat an evaluating look. He's so young, yet already coming at me with a question like that. None of your business. And besides, will anyone tell me what I'm doing here. Hey, that's rude. It's not like there's somebody else here besides me. Haven't they told you anything? I know all there is to know for one. About what? You are obligated to escort me to the store. Triska says that and strikes a victory pose. No way I'm doing that. You don't understand that refusal is futile? Well, aren't you full of yourself? I'm serious. I'm not the one who decided that. Do you think I'm delighted by your company? He's weird, constantly shifting between happiness and sadness, loudness, silence. He's a wacko, and his name is Stupid. Are you going or what? You can go, and I need to think. I would be happy to, but I don't know the way. Trishka puts on a cunning smile. I bite my lower lip in frustration. I will be honest with you. I don't like you. He simply burst out of laughing in reply. I do like you though. Then he grabs my hand and without hesitation, I don't even have time to retort, lead the way. Our trip to the store went fine, if not for the fact that Triska was walking way faster than me. And on the other hand, at times he stopped abruptly and went backwards, stealing ground underneath his feet. In the end, the trip took a lot longer than it should. What says Zomnhy? Zomnhyi. I don't know what that means. After reaching the store's door, we are greeted by a sign. Oh, it says 20 minutes. My god, really? Bueno, cambia 20, MNHYT. Well, I don't think there's we're closing in 20 minutes, but it's okay. We're closing in 20 minutes. Who had the bright idea to indicate their working hours this way? They probably have special stuff for this. Someone runs it to change the sign every 5 minutes. It's convenient. Are you joking? Yeah. You're so annoying. It's much better than being boring. How old are you, by the way? None of your business. And what's your name? None of your business. I was ready to slap the living hell out of the brat, but a scary-looking man suddenly appeared behind the glass. He's holding a cardboard sign that says we're closing in 15 minutes. Let's go. What are we waiting for? Oh, yeah. After another round of going across the long row of canned products, we realize that we're lost. I can't believe you don't know where they sell milk. Maybe we should ask somebody for directions. Sure. Hey, wait up. Jiska, let's go. Of my hand and walks confidentially towards one of the few store customers. That person is standing with their back to us, selling something on the shelf. Hello, can I can hear neither the second part of his question, nor the reply he gets, but my good for nothing friend freezes in place, looking the customer straight in the eye. I hurried toward them. Is he yours? Oops. Is he yours? The customer talks to me. He speaks with disgust while wearing a scornful expression. If He's yours, please get him away from me. Yes, I'm sorry. I grabbed Triska's hand and led him away. He's still looking at the customer, his mouth ajar, and eyes pop. He's also shaking. Only when we turn around the corner, Triska calms down. What was that? I got scared, he said. What? No, not again. Suddenly, Triska starts screaming like crazy. I cover his mouth with my hand. His face is burning. He's crying. Can you act normal? You don't understand. Of course I don't. I don't understand anything. Annoying other people is still wrong, though. This is something you don't understand, it seems. You are mean, sniff. Who, me? Triska pushes me away and runs off. Drat. At the edge of my vision, I see the store's staff hang a new sign on the door. There you are. I meet Triska at the cash register. Before that, I managed to visit the milk department after finding out where it was. Hey you, move. I heard an angry voice coming from the other side of a long queue that has formed after Triska. I squeezed through toward him. What happened? The boy doesn't respond. He just looks at his feet and sniffs. The cashier towers over him. There's a bag of milk lying between them. Is he yours? Yes. Just leave him home next time. People in the queue nod in agreement. Pay for the goods, please. Yes, of course. And the waiting fee. What? You heard me. I did, but that's unheard of. Triska starts giggling all of a sudden. And for the fact that your son is a reader too. Wow. A word not loud. But you heard me. You know what? In a fit of rage, I throw a banknote to the cashier of much higher value than needed, even counting in all the stupid fees, then grab the bag of milk and turn around on my heels. We're leaving, Triska. We spend the whole trip back in silence. At some point, we end up turning right toward the gas station. There, Triska finally breaks his silence. Do you like ice cream? No. Okay. I look at the boy's face. A light flickers in his eyes for a brief moment and then goes out. You know? He turns away from the path and walks straight toward the highway with determination. I stare at his back, confused. It seems like you are not helping me at all. A new playful light flickers in Triska's eyes. Good night. And the game finishes like this? What? Okay. Let's see if there's something else. Or there's just the. So everything is made by the same developer. Except visuals. to say about this game? The sounds effects are amazing, the art, the visuals are amazing, the text is so good, like how deep the vocabulary goes, how deep the communication goes. It's such an amazing game. It makes you understand better depression. I don't think so. Because maybe I'm mistaken, but I don't think the goal is understand depression. The goal is more like feel depression, that understanding. Because I think each person lives depression in a different way, and you literally feel the problems that this person have, like, and how difficult is it to overcome, and how difficult the process is and will be. This game is not for everyone. In fact, it's quite of a slow-paced game. It's a graphical story, more about breathing, and you really need I think that you really need to be in this kind of games to enjoy this one. For me, I'm pretty new in this kind of games, and for me, even if I loved it, it's quite difficult. Like, it's not my style of game at all, but it's such an experience, and I'm happy to to be able to play this kind of games. So yes, guys, basically this is the last episode of Milk Outside Tobacco Milk Outside Tobacco Milk, and here you have what I think so. And let me say that after this one, that we've been playing games that are psychological, like for example Limbo and this one, I think I need something refreshing. So let's try to find someone that it's not that much about deep breathing and about deep thinking, this kind of stuff. Okay. So thank you so much for being here, and see you in the next one.